Welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial. This one's going to be on stylised text. I've got my graphics tablet here. Not strictly necessary, but you know, quite nice to use just things like this. So yeah, we're just going to start out with stylised will do for just this, the purposes of this demo. I'm using the font Axis, quite nice bold text. I might just edit the spacing a bit closer. Yeah. So what we're first going to want to do is just double click here. We're going to add bevel and emboss to maximum depth. Just keep inner bevel smooth there. Size max, soften max, we want it to be down. We want the angle to be around 14. 15 will do. We don't want to use global light. Whoops, back to 14. This one needs to be about 68, I generally use. So we want to do this one, which is the 3 across, 2 down. Highlight mode, we want this to be hue, of course. And then this wants to be overlay, and then of course a red. This opacity needs to be quite low though, and this needs to be high. So yeah, then we want to have a stroke high maximum. I generally use bright blue is often quite a good one for. Actually, you know what, I'm going to take it down just a bit just for this one. Quite a relatively low opacity too. We want it to be multiply and inside. So we want to have a inner shadow here, lighten. Bright red, yeah, angle about minus 111 I generally use. And we don't want to use global light again. Oops. Minus 1 is 12 will do. Distance wants to be 35. We want this to be about 57, 161, and then whoops. This one to be just the 5th one along, and we want that to be anti-utilised, you know, just a bit of noise. Inner glow, quite a lot of noise, we want that, and then let's go for quite a bright colour, that looks nice. And centre, precise, high shake, high shake, 69%, be good. Again, 111, often the magic number I find. I want this to be anti-utilised, of course, about 75%, and then not much jitter, maybe 20% jitter. No, not Saturn. We want pattern overlay, we want bubble, yeah, I would say kind of canvas one here. Blend mode, we want dissolve, no, not dissolve, difference. High scale, high opacity, and don't link with the layer. Thank you very much. No, I want a drop shadow, of course. High opacity, really far distance, not quite that far. That'll do. Quite relatively high, but not too high. Not much spread as well. So yeah, I want this bumpy one. Bit of noise. That'll do. Okay, so we've got our basic design there. Nice stylised text there, quite a lot of different things. So now we're going to move on to the actual drawing part of this one. So we're going to we're going to go for a quite light green, bit of white in there, kind of a turquoisey colour. Okay, first what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to rasterise this, so we can actually draw on it, and then we want to just kind of, oh actually no, it's not on this layer, sorry. Want to make another layer and just kind of go over the edges a bit like this, just quite roughly, all the way around that. So this kind of just, it makes it almost pop out as if it were 3D. It just kind of adds, and also it makes it look a bit kind of rough almost, which I find is generally quite a nice aesthetic, to be honest. in a lot of cases anyway. So around here, this is easier if you've got a graphics tablet. If you don't have a graphics tablet, it might be easier to use the pen tool. Yeah. But it is useful if you don't have a graphics tablet. You might have to do a few more though to get this effect, which I'm going for. So yeah, we're not going to do this for the shadow part, because that would just be, I don't know, just not very good really. Quite like to have the outline on the actual letters, not so much on the shadow there. Something about it just makes it look a bit strange really. But okay, so we've got this kind of marble effect with the green outline. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to this one. We're going to add some effects onto here as well. We're going to add a stroke no, not inside zone. So we're going to add a stroke, about, I quite like to have it between about 3 and 6. I'm going to have 4 there. Blend mode, of course, we want dissolve. And we'll have that filled with a gradient. So I'm going to be using a gradient here of, we're using this gradient. So so we've got a BDCF0A on one side, and on the other we've got a nice red CC0045. We're going to change the opacity of some of these slightly, just a bit, and in the middle it will change in opacity, and then back at the end, a bit like that. And then okay, that's that section complete for now. So that's what we've got so far. Then we're going to add a bit of a pattern overlay, I think. That one is generally a pretty good one, quite high opacity, and we want a hard light there. So we've got that kind of effect. We want another drop shadow on that one as well, but this one kind of in the opposite direction really. Just, we don't want to use global light either, so yeah, that's what I was messing up there. This one's kind of behind it because that of course is slightly transparent, so we can see the letters behind it. And then we want this one, anti-alias, lots of noise, higher spread, slight, not much size really, but distance, yeah. Well, the colour to be of course quite a nice yellow there. And then we also want satin, colour burn, bright red, high opacity, angle -93, 106 pixels distance, 117 pixel size. And we want to go for this one, which is 3 along 2 down. Anti-alias, don't invert. So this is what we've got so far of our stylized text, quite nice, I'm sure you'll agree. So what we're going to want to do is we're just going to get the paint bucket tool here. This is a little known technique really. We're going to change this so we want it to be a nice kind of sunset orange, a bit of yellow in there, but also a bit of red. Quite reddy orange. So we're just going to fill in certain parts of this one. What's different on there? We're just going to fill in some parts of this. Yeah, a bit like that, basically. Okay, so once you've done that, you want to get the clone stamp tool here. You want to hit you want to hold Alt. Perhaps go for, I'd say some of this kind of pink colour. Then just kind of all around there like that. Sort of thing. You want to put some squiggles, you've got the lightning bolt there. Yeah, just wait for that to complete. This is quite a RAM intensive task. You also want the history art history. You want to just, put some more letters there. Perhaps. HG, of course referring to science fiction author H.G. Wells. So we'll write Wells here, so you know. We also want the, you know, stop. And then we're going to write hell up here. Because, you know, it's kind of edgy, really, you know, if you get what I mean. Is real. And then, so we're going to want to get the, do a bit of a sharpening. Don't want to brush that big, that's a bit excessive. Just kind of like that. Sharpen it up. There, bit there. Just like that, really. And they pretty much have it. You can do some more. I'm going to use the sponge tool here just to kind of mop up a bit around the edges. Quite like to use the sponge tool just for those finishing touches here and there. We're going to go back to level 1, which is our stylized, you know, the outline here. Just going to kind of sponge around. You don't really need to do it very precisely, quite vaguely I'll do, to be honest. So that's how we do some stylized text. There we go. Thank you for watching Photoshop tutorial number 621. Be sure to tune in again next time for more excellent Photoshop tutorials. I particularly like the static here in the centre of the D. I think that really adds something. We can also, you know, just, this is an extra bit kind of, but we can also just kind of add some more bits in here. Maybe a Q. You could have like any letters you really want. Maybe a W, J perhaps, a P, lowercase as well. Q, A, R, S, T, H, the, R, D. You can just kind of have, because you've got this quite nice stylized image with the outline and then the pattern in the middle. It's quite nice to write on. So you can just, you know, do anything you want really with this.